Hi there, this is Amy with amysewingstudio.com. I am working on a blog post for presser foot pressure. That is the tongue twister. Presser foot pressure. Some machines have a dial for this pressure. Some machines don't. But I am here to show you what that pressure actually does when you're working with fabric. I have 2 layers of cotton muslin here, and the amount of pressure that you're going to use on your fabric will depend on the thickness of your fabric, the type of your fabric. So if your machine does have this dial, it's just a bonus to help your sewing experience, just make it a little bit better. So when I started looking at the pressure, I first had my presser foot down and I was messing with the dials, or I had it up and I was messing with the dials to see if I could actually see this move up or down. And I could not visually see it. Some machines you actually can see the presser foot move up or down. And I was not sewing. The needle was in the upright position. I had my finger between this presser foot and the feed dogs to see if I could feel the pressure change at all when I moved the dials, and I could not feel that either. So then I thought, well, I'm going to put the fabric in and test it out that way. And that's when I could see that the pressure actually is a thing. The pressure is real. So I'm going to start at pressure level 4 and work my way down. For my Baby Lock machine, the recommended pressure number for working with like this cotton fabric or cotton blend fabrics is a number 3. That's an average number there, average pressure. And then you would change it from there depending on what you're working with. So I'm going to start off with number 4. I have my needle up and I'm pulling on this fabric, and the pressure is, I'm pulling pretty good. The fabric's not going anywhere. So this is the pressure number 4. I'm going to sew down and I'll change it to the number 3. Okay, so now I'm going to change my dial to a number 3. I'm going to raise the needle. I'm going to pull on the fabric again, and you can see that the pressure's still pretty good, pretty tight. I'm going to continue sewing down to presser level number 2. Pressure. Okay, needle up. I'm going down to pressure level number 2. And I'm going to pull on the fabric again, and you can kind of see, it moving. So the pressure is getting lighter. The lower down the dial we go. So I'm going to sew my way to number 1. Turn my dial to number 1. Needle up. Pull the fabric here, and now you can see really how loose the pressure is. So this pressure again will depend on the type of fabric you have, whether it's a heavy fabric or a light fabric. The heavier fabrics you have, the lighter pressure that you will want, because if your pressure is too tight, your fabric might not even move through the machine. So again, this is something that you'll want to experiment with if you have the pressure foot press or dial. If your machine does not, and you're still watching this video, there are workarounds to help your fabric move through the machine better. And all these presser foot options I have are from Madame Sew. I bought a kit a couple years ago, and I'm just going to show them to you real quick. This one actually has a roller ball on the end, so you could use that for a particular type of fabric to help the fabric move through your machine easier. And you can use these even if you have a pressure dial too. This one is a non-stick. You could probably use this one. You would use it with leather or vinyl. And this one right here, which I have not used yet, is for sewing with knits. It has a little spring in the back. And all this is for another video. This is just to show you the different feeder that are available that you can use with your pressure dial, or you can use even without your pressure dial to make things easier. So again, my name is Amy with amysewingstudio.com. This video is going with the sewing post, and I will leave the link for that post in the description. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.